Hey, picture this. You were on fire earlier this month, crushing your goals, devouring books, hitting the gym regularly, and knocking out work like a pro. But then, out of nowhere, something flipped. Maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or some weird vibe just threw you off. Whatever it was, suddenly everything feels like a drag. You're exhausted, unmotivated, and can't even remember what got you fired up in the first place. That sharp focus you had, gone. This dip in motivation doesn't just affect one part of your life, it spreads. You think about going to the gym, but nah, one day off, who cares? It turns into two, then a week. You're eating more junk, binge watching TV, and playing games way too much. Not only are you avoiding what you need to do, but you've also lost the will to even care. It's like you've forgotten why you were ever so driven. This cycle of crushing it and then crashing is something a lot of people go through. And while the deeper psychology behind it is a topic for another time, today I am sharing some quick practical tips that help me snap out of these slumps and get back to being productive. But first, a quick note. This isn't a replacement for therapy if you're dealing with actual depression. I'm not a therapist, just someone sharing what's worked for me. Also, keep in mind that getting out of a rut doesn't happen overnight, so be patient with yourself. All right, let's dive into strategy one, the just do something principle. This is all about kicking off action. When motivation is nowhere to be found, you need a spark, something to get you moving and build momentum. The just do something principle is about taking any action, even when you're not feeling it. Most people think they need to feel motivated before they can act. And motivation often comes from inspiration. Like you might watch a video that really speaks to you, and suddenly you're pumped to go after your goals. But here's the twist: motivation doesn't have to follow inspiration, it can start with action. Think of it as a loop where you can jump in anywhere. Starting with action often triggers the inspiration and motivation to keep going. Now, you might be thinking, sure, just do something, great advice. But here's the thing: you already do this without realizing it. You don't need some grand epiphany to brush your teeth, right? It's just a habit. These small routine actions can be the momentum builders you need. If you're sitting around waiting for inspiration, get up and do something simple like brushing your teeth. That small constructive step can lead to bigger actions. Got a big project? Don't overwhelm yourself by thinking about the whole thing. Just open your laptop and type whatever comes to mind for a minute. Once you start, you'll probably keep going. That's the essence of the just do something principle. Now, strategy two might seem to contradict this, but is just as important. Reward yourself for the little wins. If you're like me, the idea of celebrating small stuff might make you cringe, but rewarding yourself, especially when you're in a tough spot, is crucial. Your brain has two sides: the primal part that handles emotions and motivation, and the logical side that plans and reasons. When you use the just do something principle, your logical brain is trying to coax the primal side into action. But here's the catch: if you are too hard on yourself, your primal brain might rebel. You need to be kind to yourself and acknowledge your small victories to keep things in balance. If you're struggling to do more than just sit around, but you manage to brush your teeth, shower, dress up, and tidy your space, reward yourself. Take a break. It might seem like you're slacking, but your logical brain knows you're making progress. Sometimes it's about taking it slow, giving yourself credit, and just chilling out. Now, you might wonder, how do I get out of a rut if I'm not riding this momentum hard? That's where strategy three comes in: progressive overload. Think of it like strength training. Instead of swinging between all out effort and total burnout, ease yourself into routine, a productive one. Gradually build up your daily actions, reward yourself for small gains, and focus on being better than you were yesterday. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. For example, Create a 7-day plan to climb out of a rut. Well, on day one, all you can do is scroll the internet. Okay, that's fine. It's something, it's positive. It's any action is a win. Each day, try to do a little more. Over time, your brain will start to align and you'll slowly rise from the ashes like a phoenix, returning to that awesome productive self you were earlier in the month. The key is to manage your expectations. Be patient and keep the conversation going between the logical and emotional sides of your brain. This balance is essential for long term success, helping you live the productive life you've always wanted in a way that you can keep doing it. If this video inspired you in any way, shape, or form, subscribe and like it. Let's keep building our success together.